and I live in Miami. And my name is Sandra Aguiar. I work with astrology, psychology, and life coaching. And I just wanted to do a little short video to talk about the entrance of Saturn in Sagittarius, which I think that will bring a deep shift in the energy that we're living right now, as he's finishing up his transit in Scorpio. Once Saturn enters Sagittarius, I think all our ideas and all our projects are going to be receiving a much more philosophical type of energy. So you're not just going to be doing that, that's something just for the heck of it. You're going to be doing something because you are somehow connected to the philosophy of that doing. So anything that was receiving the creative energy from all that Leo uh, planets that we felt some couple months ago. I mean, in June and July, and throughout the transit of Jupiter in Leo, we received all those acknowledgments of from our inner self about our potential, about the things that we could be doing in order for us to grow as a creative person, a creative personality. We become much more expressive. And then now all of that is going to be put into action as Jupiter moves into Virgo, but also it's going to receive a type of philosophical energy, because Saturn will give some structure to that Sagittarius way of expressing, and Sagittarius are really good at with words. So this is probably going to be a time when you're going to be uh, educating your client. You're going to be much more on the teaching side of whatever you're doing. Like if your work depends on some type of explanation, you're going to start writing a book, or maybe you're going to work on your handouts when you do workshops, or maybe you're going to be starting to put your workshops together, no matter if it's as related to information technology, or something on the nursing side, or something that even uh, uh, requires that you organized your ideas in such a way that it can be shared with a lot of people, because Sagittarius is the teacher, so he wants to have any kind of production ready for a massive consumption. Let's put it this way, because he wants to teach, and he wants to teach the a lot of people, because Jupiter is also likes to expand whatever he's doing. So I thought about those professions that need a lot of marketing would benefit from this moment, since Sagittarius is also the ninth house. So the ninth house has many fertile ideas that come, and so you're probably gonna be investing money in a very wisely manner. If you do invest in putting up a course, or investing on starting a new uh, university or something like this that requires, sometimes you want to be a doctor, you can be a holistic doctor, so you're going to have to go back to school and work with all kinds of different healings, or maybe you want to be a photographer, so you must understand the techniques of the new technology cameras that are out there. So somehow you're going to have to refine, you're going to have to make your your thought process is going to have to be more sophisticated, because Saturn in Sagittarius will not take just anything. Okay, you're gonna have to really walk your talk, because Jupiter is in Virgo, so that practical idea will have to be there. Okay, and don't forget that Neptune is in Pisces, giving you lots of inspiration to just create new things, just to dream about whatever you want to do and accomplish it, because Jupiter is doing its cycle as it opposes Neptune. And when it opposes Neptune, it also enhances, expands that visionary side of you, because Jupiter has the ability to create visions, and Neptune has the ability to create illusions and visions of other worlds, and so when these two meet, if you are using this energy in a very creative manner, you're probably gonna come up with some amazing stuff. Amazing. But at the same time, you have to have that daring energy of the Aries, the Uranus in Aries, which means that you want to put your genius out in the world and be a pioneer and start something. And so whatever is happening in the sky at this moment, cannot forget Uranus in Aries, making you be more courageous with your stuff. You're gonna speak out. You're gonna speak up, and you're gonna make those things happen in a very decisive manner, because Saturn is in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a very active, masculine, a fiery energy. I love Sags. I really love Sagittarius people. I have this great challenge with Sagittarius men, uh, but nonetheless, I feel very attracted to the way they think. I like the way they they take challenges on an intellectual level. So I think that a lot of people are going to be challenged on their intellectual level because of Saturn in Sagittarius. So better prepare yourself, because you're going to be argued. People are going to demand some explanations from you, and you're going to have to be prepared to say, yes, I know what I'm talking about. And then you will unfold all those gifts that you have been calibrating all this time, while Jupiter was in Leo, like really giving you the assurance that you need in order to actualize your potential. So we are at this point of maturity where all of this is going to be uh, brought into the scene, through the entrance of Lilith in Libra, right? And she's gonna stay there for a while, and so she's going to bring this type of relationship oriented challenge that will ask us to be a bit more diplomatic. I love that. I love that type of the, the, the Lilith in Libra will ask of us that we become real diplomats. Otherwise, the relationship front will be very um, sacrificed, because Lilith is not an easy player. She's not there to give it easy for anybody. So once you bring the best of your communication and network expression through Libra, then you're doing the right thing in order to prevent that type of aggressive, violent Lilith energy that might just come to the fore when you're not using your best expression, your best your higher self. So be aware of how you lead your relationships at this period, and go for things, open up, receive your gifts, give whatever you have to do to the world, and receive what it's out there that you have put out there. Wow. Somebody lost their gifts along the way and so needs help. That's true too. Okay, sometimes we listen to these Syrians, you think, well, somebody's in need of help. uh, and this is something that the Neptune does, is like send good energy for somebody who just happens to be in need of that light. So it's also very interesting that you can work with that gratitude that you're not the one needing that energy, but at the same time be kind enough and be generous enough to send out some very kind thoughts for those who are in need of that. Okay, so I think it's getting pretty dark out here, and we have the eclipse coming on September the 13th. So I'm really looking forward for that to happen. It's gonna happen at 20 degree of Virgo, and that double Virgo energy plus the Jupiterian transit in Virgo. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting for us to just walk our talk, just make it happen, and get organized for the next step in evolution. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a great night. Lots of love.